What's up, everybody? It is episode 38. Yeah, we've been going strong for like 8 weeks on the platform, 6 weeks on here. So I usually start off, it's Friday, so we usually do like a wrap up, but it's Friday, so who cares? Why? Because we crushed it again. So the markets were struggling today, right? But we crushed it. Now, how is that possible? Now, if you go back and check out my live stream number 37, okay, I spoke about what I was expecting today. UVXY to continue to go down and Fisker. FSR. So every day I try and specialize and talk about a specific stock that I think is going to run hard for the day. So we spoke about Fisker. Fisker opened up at $17 and 60 something cents. And you guys were worried. I mentioned Fisker would go up 5 to 7% today if there was demand. And I told you early at 10 a.m. there was demand to hold your bags, to hold your options, to hold your stocks on Fisker. So what did we crush? We crushed Fisker today. UVXY went down. That one went down by like, I don't even know, enough percent. And Tiger, TIGR. Again, I spoke about that yesterday. So Tiger was off yesterday, and I was like, boom, buying opportunity. Oh, I also mentioned EH yesterday. I said anytime this stock is off, it's a buying opportunity. So when you're having trouble crushing it in the stock market, okay, when you can't figure out why everybody else is saying they're making money and you're not, we have specific rules for my platform. Now, yesterday, I gave the rules. I laid them out as simple as possible for averaging down on options so that you don't get screwed, so you don't jump in too quickly. It's there, episode 37. If you're new watching me today and YouTube is suggesting me over the weekend or something like that, please watch episode 37, okay? Episode 3, I speak about options. I have an options video. Now, if you're in stock and you're like, think options are dangerous, they're not. Watch episode 14. I give you specific examples on how to jump out of shitty stock that you're stuck in shit for like 3, 4, 5 months. You're down 40%. You step out of the shit. It's a lesson I teach. Yes, exactly. You step out of shit and into like glory. I don't know. It takes a few months. Nothing is instantaneously that I teach, although we've been killing it. 100% gains every day. Now, how do you do that? We plan, we get the best entry, and we exit out. Now, everything I do is basically free on YouTube. So please share this video, share it with somebody else, share it with 2 people. My platform is $3.49 a week. It's $3.49 trading. It's right down there. I only charge $3.49, and you'll see me mention this on all of my videos and all of my live streams. Why? Because I want to disrupt the way you trade. I don't care if you're 3 months in or 3 years in. I see shit differently. It's just a fact. There are institutions, hedge funds, and others that follow my platform, okay? They don't do it for stock tips. They do it because I look at the market differently, and I teach you guys how to look at it differently. I mentioned yesterday also the 1 day, the 5 day, and the 1 month chart. This is what helps us. If you have no clue what I'm talking about and you're completely lost, then that's perfect. Watch episode 37. Watch a couple other videos this weekend. You're playing in the market with real money, money that you worked hard for, right? Money that you have plans for, whether it's a new truck or a vacation or a gift for your significant other or your kids, tuition or college fund. Whatever it is, there's so many reasons that you're there and following the platform. So please plan accordingly, secure profits. We are not watchers. Okay, I just went totally off track. I wanted to teach you guys some lessons today. Okay, so the market was red, but yes, we crushed it. I'm going to give my example about Fisker, FSR. So now anybody here, I'm going to show you a slide later. But pre-market, what I said to myself was Fisker is going to go up 5 to 7%. Now, if it goes up 5 to 7%, how is that going to affect my options? So if you don't know, watch my options video. It talks about delta. So I took the change, I multiplied by the delta, and I knew my options, which started out the day at like 38 cents, was eventually going to be worth what? Like $1. From 38 cents to $1, my other options started the day, I think at 25 cents. I could have got 60 cents. I mentioned this pre-market. I'm going to share the slide with you. You're going to have to figure out how to do this for yourself. What you do is you make predictions, whatever stock it is. I'm not like one of those gurus that says you have to play this. If you have any stock position you're in and you're trying to figure out your strategy, because without strategy, you're a bag holder. So you're in a stock position or an options position specifically. Don't be a watcher, meaning don't watch your stock spike up and see how much your options then worth. What you want to do is you want to plan. As soon as you buy your option for $240, you say, okay, I want 50% gain. I'm going to sell it for $360. So you enter the order to sell at $360. Now you could watch your stock. When it spikes up, you're like, boom, $360 activated. When you check later on the day, it's back to $3. Guess what? You secure that extra 20%. If you really like it, you want to re-enter again at $3, you can. You increase your portfolio by 20%. If you invested $10,000, you now have $12,000. Okay, these are ways you invest. So I'm going to show you my Fisker example later. But basically, I said what each of my options is going to be worth for the range. That way, this morning, when the stock did not move for the first 10 or 20 minutes, and your shit was like there, and it just didn't move, and if anything, your account went down, and you're thinking, dude, I followed this guy Matt into Fisker. He spoke about this on Thursday. He told me there was going to be demand today. What is wrong with this guy? I hate his platform. And then what happens is I'm right, and we all make money, and this happens every freaking day. When I give an alert, what happens? 10-minute rule. I'm not like other gurus. I give an alert, and the shit falls out of the sky. I give an alert, and someone sells the crap out of the stock, and I'm down 20%. So what rule works for that? Test the water out, okay? Does anybody remember that rule? You over there. Okay, so the water, test the water out. It means instead of buying 10 options when you first enter into a position, and you're going to buy 10, you're like, oh, it's $3. I'm going to put in a bid for $2.90. I'm going to buy 10 options. Instead of doing that, put in one option. You put in one option. You wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You look at your position. Oh, it executed. Great. I'm down 17%. You're like, how am I down? That's a great thing. You're down 17% as soon as you bought the one option because you were attempting to call the bottom. Now that you're down 17%, you just created a sale for yourself. You were willing to buy 10 contracts. You only bought one. So you could buy 9 contracts when it's down 17%. As soon as it bounces back up, instead of being even with 10 contracts, you're now up 18, 19, 20%. 17 on the downside equals 20 on the upside. So that's what I mean when something's on sale. Now, as soon as you buy it and you're down 17% and you buy your 9 contracts, you take the average and you multiply it times 50%, 1.50, and you set your sale price. And when it spikes and you'd normally be up like 15, 20%, boom, you just sold it for a 50% gain. It's incredible. It's great news. So that's my Fisker example. Oh, okay, here's an example or a lesson. You guys love my lessons. So here we go. Feel the pain, feel the joy. The hell does that mean, feel the pain, feel the joy? It means if you've been in a position where you've been feeling the pain or like these paper cuts for like a week straight, 5 straight days, you're expecting the stock, you go up, it goes down, you have options, you lost 10%, 20%, 30%. Boom, it spikes. And you see why it spikes because there's demand and volume like you predicted or like I predicted. We see demand and volume. That's what I do. I see patterns, I see demand, I see volume, and I share that. That's what I'm great at. Now, in this stock pickers market, you know what moves stocks? Demand and volume. Okay, so the point is you see demand and volume. You've been feeling the pain for a week because they've been selling into your stock because they don't like green energy or they don't like NEO or they don't like something like that. Well, finally, NEO turns around today. For NEO, for example, it turns around 6% today. And you guys say to me, I just crushed it. I returned 200%. Should I sell? No. The demand is there. The volume's there. If you felt the pain with NEO for a couple of days and you're expecting it to spike and you're losing 10% or 20% on your options, and it finally moves today, enjoy the green. You felt the pain. Enjoy it now. Enjoy it. Maybe it continues Monday. It's definitely a bullish trend. I mentioned the 5-day chart for bullish trends. Wherever your stock starts for that week and ends. If it's up, it's a bullish trend. If it's ending lower, any 5 days, you can start on Wednesday to Wednesday. Use Webull or Robinhood. You look at the 1 week. If it's at a higher position, it's up 2% on the week. That's a bullish sign. If it's down 4%, bearish sign. And then you look at the 1 month. That's what I explained yesterday. If you want to see it, episode 37, if you missed it. So I gave you that lesson. Okay, next lesson. Risk. Yes, today we're doing a lot of lessons. Then we're going to do slides. Then I'm going to answer questions. Risk versus reward. Every trade I make, I decide that I'm entering. I'm going to put $5,000. Here it is. I do the risk. On the risky side, it's always an options trade with me. I like options. On the risky side, if I'm wrong, I'm going to lose 40%. I say to myself, blah, blah, blah. I do the math, 40%. If I'm correct, I'm going to make 100% return. So it's a 40% loss, 100% gain. It's over a 2-to-1 result there. It makes sense. Now, if you tell yourself risk versus reward, just like Matt says, my risk is 50%. If I'm right, it'll go up 50%. You say 50-50. No, that's a terrible trade. If you do what I teach and you put risk versus reward and you balance them like a scale, okay? You balance them. You get 100% return possibly and a 40% return loss possibly. That makes sense. 100 versus 40. 50-50 doesn't make sense. Do not enter that trade. Move on. There's always a new trade. Now, when you chase You're missing out because I'll pay $2. The smart people on my platform pay $1.80 for whatever I pay $2. They get at least 10% discount. Now, the people that chase maybe the newer members, I'll pay $2. They'll pay $2.20. I'll average down correctly. They won't. I will make 50%. They'll be telling me they have a 10% loss. You have to follow the rules. They're all posted on the website. I charge $3.49. This is where we're going back to. Oh, by the way, thank you. We added like 9 lifetime members. I think we added secured 4 of them today. There are 5 more spots. Lifetime membership, same $3.49 a week, except you don't have to pay it. You get some cool gear, but you get a 30-minute session with me. Yesterday, the dude I was talking to, we were talking about Fisker. He wanted to average down. He put $6,000 forward. He made 60% return today. So he made up what he was lost, plus the thing he was down yesterday with his Fisker turned around. So he was looking to average down. He averaged down the right way. I shared this with him. He made $4,800. Yes, we turned $800 for a lifetime membership. You also get some cool gear, and you have a one-on with me, and you have like a lifetime phone line to me, like almost that Batman red phone. Oh, real quick. I had something I wanted to tell you about tornadoes, but I can't remember right now. I told you about that. Let's go to there. Bum, bum. I think I just want to go to slides right now. I can't remember what I was going to say about tornadoes. It was something about that, projections, predictions. I like predictions. I follow the EU model, which is normally correct. So for me, I make predictions about everything. But Carlos, let's get to the slides because I have no clue what the hell I was saying. And I want to get to questions. And it's Friday, and I want these people to go home. And why do we sell? By the way, why do we secure profit? Anybody? Because we're winners. We secure profit so we feel like a winner every freaking day. And the fact that we return 100% return. By the way, my personal portfolio, I think I have a slide in here. I think I made 66.7% today on my options play. So the Fisker options play that I was talking about, where my options were worth $27,000 or $26,000 yesterday, then it closed at a business. It was worth $16,900. Yes, they lost $9,000. And I told you guys last night, I was happy with my options going into today. What happened today? I made 16%. I finished at an even higher high than I was before. So yes, sometimes your P&L goes down to pop up. It's just like a stock. Yeah, Carlos, let's get to some slides. My voice is killing me. I might actually stop smoking this weekend if that happens, but we'll see. Okay, Mitchell writes, to me, the transparent one, that's me. You've completely changed my outlook on how to trade options. I went from having straight losers to having 10 consecutive winners, another handful of money, platform 100% worth it. Lifetime member. Yes, he signed up for a lifetime membership. This dude used to trade one way. Now, I didn't change the way he's trading. I'm not looking to change everything the way you do. I'm looking to change and help you understand entry point and getting on sale. And as soon as you purchase, you have a plan to exit out. Again, that's how I'm going to change the way you trade. That's how we're going to disrupt institutions. You're not going to have FOMO. You're going to have strategy. Next slide. I think we have a couple of slides like this. This dude, oh yeah, he wrote something else. I had to block it out. Private Twitter is private. That's it. Nobody mentioned private Twitter in public. That's where we share the alerts. That's where we share the information. If they want to join, they will pay the $3.49. Now, somebody said they were sharing a membership with his friends. So half the days he went on. Is that okay? No, it's not okay. Dude told me he made 178% last week. 178%. I believe in karma. If you cheat me and I find out, I will block him for life. There's no ifs, ands, buts. He's been fair warned. He made 178% last week, and he can't afford $3.49. If you can afford $3.49, pay for 1 week. See what my platform's about. We have a 99% retention ratio. It's crazy. Everybody stays. Okay, so this dude crushed it. He was at, I can't see, but he was up. Now he's up 15,000. Maybe he made 5,000. Maybe he made 30%. That's great. Next slide, please. And he made it in SDAL, F, and Canadian Solar, and we know Ford was beat up. That's why we secure positions. If you guys ain't rolling with me, okay, so it's worthwhile. I can't see his return, but he's up to 6,000, and that shit spiked. And don't we all want our charts to look like that? That's the point. I want my chart to look like that. If my chart looks like that, hot damn. I mean, I might not even go out to dinner. I might buy a restaurant or something like that. If I can make my chart spike. Again, it's about seeing demand and seeing volume, and that's what I see. Next slide, please. So these other gurus, they'll talk about a stock. It's bullshit to talk about a stock before it actually happens. How can you not talk about a stock during the trading day? There's everything happen. There's buying and selling. How do you know if there's inflow versus outflow? They don't know. Chris Sane doesn't know. You know who's a sellout? Jim Cramer. I haven't mentioned his name in a couple of days. He is such a seller. You know why I sold my Fisker options today? because Jim Cramer likes Fisker. He's a sellout. He's a suit. He gets paid to lie to you people. Now, let me explain something. When you guys trade options or stock, do you know who you're trading against? 90% of the time, you're trading against computers, algorithms. So when I talk about getting something on sale, likely it's a computer algorithm that is selling you that cheap option. The computer is saying statistically the stock just crashed. It's probably, if it continues, it's going to get the most value. So it sells cheap to us. The same thing when a stock spikes and we have a sale in place. We have our ask already out there. It's a computer algorithm that is buying our option. So here's my example. If you buy a house for $1 million, right? And your wife moves in and your kids move in and they're in the backyard, right? Great. The next day, for shits and giggles, you take a sign out and you put it on the front yard and you say $1.5 million, and some dude comes and knocks on your front door. I'd like to buy your house for $1.5 million cash. Here it is. You're like, honey, we're moving. Let's get out of here. The point is, if somebody is willing to pay you 50% more the same day or next day, take it. If somebody was going to pay you $1.5 million, you'd take it, you'd move, you'd be like, I'm out of here. So this dude writes, Matt's rules and principles, teaching how to trade, help me recover my account. And yes, everybody's had tough months. January and February was frothy. So this is if you were frothy in all-time highs in January, February, and then you went and lost over 40% of your account in March or April, and you're struggling, please join our family. It is a family. I teach, others listen. We all help. It's a family. Next slide. So that's great. I'm so glad to see people's. Oh, this is yesterday. I said I'm out of money. EH was down, and I said I'm out of money. But if I was going to play options today, I would play options. Does anybody know what happened to EH? EH. It was up 3.25% today. EH. So if you got in yesterday, not only did you make 1.5% yesterday, but 3% and today, you'd make like 50% of that play. If anybody, and again, this isn't an automatic alert. It doesn't go on the spreadsheet, but I'm transparent as hell. And when I see a good entry, I share it. I entered Virgin Galactic today because it bounced so hard off the bottom, and I'm up 22% on that. Again, wasn't an alert going on the spreadsheet. I want alerts for the spreadsheet to be 100%. So if you're new to my platform, again, I make transparent trades, but the alerts, I want every trade to be successful. I'm trading 80% off my alerts. I want to make it 85%. I want to be the dude that someone's like, no way he does this. I joined his platform, and it's true. So next slide, please. I tell you what I see. EH was good. Oh, UVXY. Yesterday, I said by today it would be under 31 by the end of today. It went under 30. Dude, I'm on fire. It was 34. I was looking to enter this. Again, my options made over 250%. I sold them at over 320% today when it spiked under $30. Then it spiked up a little at the end of the day. Who knows? But 300% in 2 days. I only had 8 contracts. I'm pissed. I wish I had 280 contracts. I would have made like $60,000. I wouldn't have had to sweat out Fisker, which I was correct about, because the UVXY just goes down. You look at the chart, it goes down day after day after day. And I see a lot of you educating people on Webull, one of the platforms you guys found me. I'm so glad you tell these people it's not stock, it's an ETF. But anyway, next slide. You guys are great sharing the information. Oh, Tiger, yeah. So I spoke about this one yesterday too. I said if there's an off day, there's always consolidation. So if you look at Tiger, if you look at the 1 month chart, here's another free lesson, okay? Green is inflow. Green is demand. Green versus red, you'll see green sticks a lot bigger than red sticks, okay? Red outflow here. So when it consolidates, the next day, it consolidates for like 4 or 5%, and then it spikes up 11%. So when everybody else's stock was struggling this morning, we were crushing it with Tiger, just crushing it. And if you're like, this shit is unfair, it's not fair, this dude knows it. You know what's not fair? I charge $3.49. I don't charge a hell of a lot of money. You follow, you get the alerts, you know what stocks we're talking about. So when it spikes like this, you tell your friends, I just had 100% return. And he's like, yeah, that's what I have to say. And you say, really? Because dinner's on me. All right, pay this forward. Share this broadcast. Everything we do is organic, me and Carlos. It's great. So please just share this broadcast with someone. Let's see the next slide. I think we're almost done with slides, and then we'll get to questions. Oh, this is perfect. This is what I mentioned, pre-market, 8 a.m. So I planned for Fisker to go up at least 5% at some point during the day. I did the math. I showed you the stock price, $18.48. Now it spiked this morning to $18.63. I told you what my ask would be. Both of these asks got met. In fact, they've got beat. So I'm just showing you how to gauge the market, how to make guess estimates, and I'll leave it here for 1 second so you guys can take a mental note. You take your stock price. You take the percentage change, 5%. I said 5% because it went down 5.5%. I actually thought it was going to go up 8% today. But you take the math. You do the math on a calculator. Write it down on a pad. Then you take your call, $17.50, and you say if it's $18.50, I'll probably get $1 out of them. Boom. $1 is so much better than getting 50 cents. I know people that sold at 50 cents, and they made profit this morning. They made 30%. Wouldn't you rather have 120% than 30%? So if you plan ahead and you have strategy and you do math, not hard math, math is easy right here. I'm leaving this up for an extra minute so everybody can stare at it. I do this pre-market. I help you with exits. I help you with strategy. Now, if I'm wrong, if Fisker doesn't move up 5% today and I'm incorrect, it's everybody on their own. We all sell at the max price we think we can get. But when I give you strategy and I lay out plans, it's nice and easy. And yes, I wish I could do that on every stock. I wish I had a crystal ball and I was like, oh, Delta will go up 1% today. We can sell and buy back. I don't know that. All right, next slide, please. Okay, here it is. Here's with Fisker. Here's what I saw this morning, okay? I tell you guys to look at the 1-month chart. So I showed you on the left side that you could see that there is inflow today. However, it was so minute, meaning the day just started, okay? So I'm showing you what's happening. This is a zoomed in calendar to the right. So I'm showing you what that demand looks like in a smaller scale, minute by minute. So I'm telling you, I see demand, and that's why I stuck Fisker out. Thank you so much, Matt, for sharing that, because that's a hell of a freaking lesson. That Fisker lesson right there is worth the cost of you watching this video for like 30 minutes and maybe watching some other videos and maybe joining my platform because I'm showing you how I see demand. All right, next slide, please. It's right there. It was simple as that. Fisker, and then boom, I was correct. 20 minutes after I say that, nailed it. There is demand. It pops to 1837 and it wasn't done. It went to 1863. It went high as 80 or maybe 1888 later in the day. We get max value. Next slide. I don't want to harp on this, but I harped on it yesterday when it was down. Now, I told you guys about volume this morning, SRNE. I know it spiked over $9. It consolidated. I wouldn't be surprised if this one runs after hours or Monday early or Monday during the day. This had good volume. I am also looking at Romeo. I'll give it out to everybody if you're watching me. Romeo, I like Romeo Energy. And I'm looking at XL. XL got beat up, but volume was so small. But you won't know my entry points unless you're part of my platform and part of my family. And yes, family. All right, next slide, please. I don't want to harp. Oh, this is my account. So yeah, I could have got max value. I told you guys my account was down 16,900 and I had First Solar and I averaged the right way. I teach you guys how to average down and I averaged the right way and I probably could have got another 60% on top. Yes, I gave up $11,000 because I'm a scaredy cat. I planned accordingly, but I just get too stressed. And let me tell you, I took a nap this afternoon. It was great. It was not an $11,000 nap, but it was great. Next slide, please. Oh, this is space. This is, again, me being transparent. As soon as I place the order, I share it with my platforms. And then I tell you afterwards why I did. Hey, and the only reason I did, to be honest with you, is because space fell so hard. And I saw it falling, and I said, you know what, there's a chance it falls another $1. But there's also a chance that after hours, maybe they push space up. Virgin Galactic, it's a meme stock. I don't like them, but I saw the return for AMC. I saw the return for GameStop. If you play either side, I know space is beaten up. And what happens if they come out with news and space shoots up like 20% next week? I'll get like 240% return. It would be great. I think that might be it. Next slide. Or we can get right to questions, which would be awesome. Because, yeah, I want to make today a little faster and end today. So let's see if we can get to everybody's question, which we never seem to do. Now, if you're missing out or you came late right now and you'd like your question answered, please, there's a button on the side. You can give a little tip. Me and Carlos will go out for a little pizza, maybe some Twinkies, something like that. Oh, another thing. Wish me well, because I'm planning on quitting smoking this weekend. No. Don't get excited. I'm not quitting weed or flour. I'm going to quit cigarettes, I think. Cigarettes are bad for you. You guys are signing up for lifetime memberships. There was a joke going around that I'm going to die sometime soon. Yeah, I know. You're kidding me. This is crazy. So I was like, all right, you know what? If I'm being serious and, you know, I'm going to quit smoking. Smoking is terrible for you. Cigarettes are horrible. Weed is good for you. It keeps me sane. All right, let's get to some questions. That's not a question. But let's pay this forward. If you've ever smoked weed in your life or you like weed, please Share this video with another couple of weed smokers. Tell them about 24 minutes in, I'm just going to talk about pot. They'll think I'm talking about pot stocks. I'm not. Has nothing to do. All right, backyard. I know you were with me on UVXY. All right, can I talk about some of the indexes I use to gauge the market and what we should pay attention to? Well, it's so complex, that question. There's no indices that I use to gauge the market. Here's what I use, okay? First thing, the 10-year note, because that tells you if inflation is coming. Then you can look at oil prices, if oil prices are going up or going down. All right. Then I look at airlines. I look at specific stocks. So I shared my watch list with my platform this morning, and somebody said, are these always your stocks on watch list? No, I change my stocks every day. Today it was, I'll tell you my watch list today, and I'll tell you why. I had EBON, EBON, because I think it's going to move. I had Romeo Power, I just added to it. I had Blink because it's a volatile energy stock. So I knew if Blink was going in the right direction, those energy stocks would be in the right direction. Sorrentino Therapeutic, which is up 2.59 after hours, 1.6 during thing. So it must be at $9 again. Fisker, which I owned. Workhorse, because Workhorse started up 6% today, then went down like 5%, and then finished up 6%. So again, these are volatile stocks that I'm watching. They will help me gauge the market. Skills. Because somebody mentioned the other day, I thought it was good to get on my watch list. I think it can explode when tech is strong. I don't think tech was overly strong today. Skills went up under 1%, and Tiger went up 11%. And XL's on here off 1.26%, which got beat up, and then off 70%. Now, there is a short with XL. And then I have the three indices there, SDOW, UVXY, and SQQQ. As tech goes up, SQQQ goes down, all right? They're inverse. As the Dow goes up, SDOW goes down. Now, if you see the reverse, and the S-Dow is spiking, that means the Dow just fell off a cliff. SQQQ, if it goes up, you know that the tech just fell off a cliff. So that's what I use. Some days I like fintech company. If it's a tech-strong world and I'm looking at fintech stocks myself or something that might revolve around crypto, I'll use like exchanges like Coinbase perhaps. If it's other things that I want to get gauged on the market, I might look at a Tesla. And when I look at tech, I look at Netflix sometimes because that leads the way. Sometimes Facebook, but Facebook reacts differently. Apple's a good gauge. Again, it's the stocks that you would think of. All right, next question, please. Good question. I don't really use indexes like the Russell 1000 or 2000. Hey, Matt, I have XL. 8 call, you're down 17%. What's my opinion? So my opinion for XL, and I shared this on my platform today, but I gladly share it with everybody. My opinion on XL is I'm waiting for an in day, an inflow day, a day of demand. And usually when the days of demand come, there are larger volume than the outflow day. So if you look at XL, there's been 3 straight days of outflow, and today was extremely small volume. So it was somebody unloading their position, meaning I think it went down like 3% or even more at one time. It was in like the 40s, or maybe it spiked down to 740 or something like that. Point is, I think there's demand. Maybe it's 840. I don't remember what the number is. I think there's demand for XL. I'm going to be looking to enter into that one. I spoke about that. Now you're down 17%. I don't know what kind of account you're playing with, but if I was down 17% and I only had one option, I would say, okay, I just created a sale for myself. But you're also saying June 18th, which only gives you 5 trading days, and you'd be purchasing it Monday, and hopefully you're purchasing it on a day where it's down. So technically that only gives you 4 days. So I would probably grab out an extra week. I'll probably do it myself. I'll probably go out to June 25th. Why? Because I'm looking for the best entry. So if I'm looking to re-enter XL and it gets beaten up on Monday, I'm not buying on Monday. If it gets beaten up Monday and Tuesday, I'm not buying on Monday or Tuesday. I will buy Wednesday. Get the best entry. So for your position, that doesn't help. You're really hoping it doesn't get beat up on Monday or Tuesday because your 17% down would go lower. And if you average down by getting next week's options and it happens to be down on Monday or Tuesday, you'll crush yourself. And you might even want to scare sell on Wednesday or Thursday, and we want to get max value. So please, go out a week, buy 2 contracts. There you go. Got all the time in the world. But remember, get the best entry. Next question, please. It's all about the best entry. By the way, we're almost up to 200 people. If we get to 220, I will tweet over the weekend. I will give lessons over the weekend. At 199, I'm going to sleep all weekend, all right? Jumia. So, yeah, Jumia's there. Volume is so light. So, yes, if you got stuck in Jumia, you had the opportunity this morning. Now, what do I mean by that? Jumia, after the market opened, was up 3.5%. Now, what else do you have? View it options expiring today. You also have today's time in there. So when Jumia is spiking up 3.5%, your options are looking tasty to somebody because they also have the rest of the day. So they say, what if today has a 9% day for Jumia? We know it wasn't, but let's say it was going to be. So that's why your people want to buy your options in the morning. They don't want to buy your piece of shit options when Jumia is up 1% at 2 p.m. There's no reward. It's risk versus reward. So when you have Jumia and you've been stuck for 2 days and you're down 50% and you average down, so you're only down 27%. When that thing pops 25% this morning and the stock is up 3.5% and you plan to sell to basically try and get as close to even as possible, you have the chance to get out. And I know some of you got out, and I know some of you wrote it out throughout the day and then showed me $34 calls with like 5 minutes left in the day that were worthless. You have to, if you don't think it's going to 40 or 34 or whatever it was supposed to go to, then you got to get the most money. The point is, we don't control the market. We don't control the demand for the one stock, and we do the best job we can by analyzing stock and volume. And we're getting up there. So we're about 16 away from me tweeting this weekend. Next question, please. I like Chewy for long term. And if you averaged out and went to July, guess what? I said to go to July 16th. So what's that? Give you like 4 more weeks, 5 more weeks, 4 or 5 more weeks for Jumia to recover. All right, 23 more people and we get to tweet all weekend. Yeah, I'm going to tweet all weekend. That's it. 14 more. Let's keep going. All right, curious. My thoughts on UONEK. So I believe that's U1, but that's like the warrant. I mean, I think you want to ask about UONE. Of course, I can't spell U1. Yes, Urban One, because Urban, the other one, is like their options or warrants. You want to know about Urban One, which is ridiculous. It was a $4 stock. It's up to $20. I think it's a media station. They have radios and things like that. I think they're geared towards minority. I think they're getting a lot of investment. So if you look at other bank stocks, other minority-owned stocks like Carver Banks Corp, CARV, I think that was $7. I think it's closer to like 14, 13, 12, 20. I don't know. This stock was like $7. Now it's $21. I have no opinion. I don't know why someone would think this stock is worth that much money. Now, I understand the government was going to give minority businesses like $500,000 or whatever it was. Whatever it is, it's not like the government's giving you free money. The government's done free money too long. They're not giving free money to companies. So, yeah, I don't know why that one's worth $21. I don't want any piece of it. I want long-term demand. I want long-term growth in money. I want to be in, I want to be out, and I want to secure profit. You're asking me about a stock that's up 30%. It's like when you people ask me about a stock that's at 80%, I say, no, sell it. It's crazy. It's overvalued. We don't know the valuation. Just like GameStop, nobody knows the real valuation. Is it 60? Is it 160? Is it 260, 360? AMC, we know it's not going to the moon. I know where the moon is. I don't see AMC. AMC is actually right there. The moon's up there. Not even close. Not even close. All right, next question, please. All right, can someone find me a lifetime membership link? Yeah, we only have a couple left. It's the same way you sign up for the platform, 349trading.com. Instead of $349 at the bottom of the screen, it says, if you're curious about a lifetime, you click there and it says lifetime and it explains what we do. Yeah, I don't want to make this commercial. I love my lifetime members and they do have access to me and we've been killing it, but everybody's been killing it. We've been killing it. I just can't say it enough. We've been killing it. Yesterday, I was upset because some people were upset about Fisker and they were losing in Fisker. So I said half the people were making money, half sold. Yesterday, I bought and sold my position. Today, I just held my position and then I sold and I could have got 60% more. But the point was, people were suffering yesterday. So I was half good, half bad. I wasn't, Anyway, next question, please. All right. Louis, hopefully we bounce back next week. I have no clue what that is. Maybe there's a question. UVXY will go down to mid-20s next week. Love the split. Yes, there's no reason. If we're still at all-time highs on the market and there's no craziness with these meme stocks, right? Which just means there's average days. Average up 20 points, down 20 points. It means the volatility in the market's down. Now, if we get a spike in inflation, I will expect a spike in the UVXY, and it might not go down right away. And if we get that spike in inflation sometime, I don't know when it's going to be, next week or next month or in 3 months. All right. I don't want to get you guys worried the end of the world's coming. When we get the spike in inflation, you'll know about it. You'll hear on the news. It makes investing in tech more expensive. So people will flip the switch. They'll be out of tech. They'll be into the Dow. They'll be into oil stocks, bank stocks. Okay. Write this shit down. Oil stocks, bank stocks. If you were into other things, I mentioned Dave & Buster's in the past. They came out with earnings today. Play, Play. Right? Off the chart for first quarter. I stopped by Dave & Buster's. The shit was empty. I don't know how they make money. It's crazy. All right, next question. Yes, UVXY will continue to go down. Probably. I mean, it's amazing. Matt, APPH. Looks like it's on the downside. Okay, so the point is, when we pick out stocks that have been struggling. APPH. Okay, App Harvest. Yeah, it's had 3 straight days, heavy outflow. It kind of held its own today, which is probably a good sign. It had 1 million shares volume. It has 1,077,000. It might not be done, or it might be done. I can't really tell. It would be good if you don't have a watch list. It'd be good to add APPH to your watch list. 3 straight outflow days. If you see a 4th straight outflow day, even kind of a spike, it might be time to jump in, or it's a time to watch carefully. It will rebound, but nothing rebounds like a V right away. There's always some hesitation. So even when you guys think you're getting the bottom, like me, right? Like the genius, Matt. Oh, he's a genius. I never call the bottom right. I'm such a disaster. I'm like, bottom, nope. Bottom, falls, 10-minute rule. Okay, so yeah, good stock. You could be right. $12. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it could bounce. All right, next one. The point is you might have to wait. Nothing's instantaneous. So when you get a stock with 3 heavy outflow days, it's not like you're the genius that we all hope to be, where you're calling the exact bottom and boom, everybody sees it the way you do. And Monday, everybody's buying and you're out of the position on Monday. You just got it like that, 20%. It doesn't happen. It struggles. And if you're watching it instead of zooming out, you got to back up. If you're struggling and just zooming in and watching it day by day, you might make yourself sick. You'll be like, oh, it almost went up. Oh, it's down. Nauseating. Okay. That's why we use math. That's why we plan it. Dow prediction next week. Who cares? I really don't care about the Dow next week. Why? We're making money each day. I can't predict stocks. Somebody asked me last weekend, what are we doing for Monday? I have no clue. I can't predict the market before it opens. Before there's buying and selling, I can't tell you what's on sale. I can't tell you what's going to spike. I can't tell you where the demand is. I can tell you what I saw today. And I can tell you that I think XL and Romeo are going to spike. I have no positions there, but I'm going to. I have some Romeo stock. I have like 1,000 shares or something. Nothing major. So next week, I don't know. You're in the S Dow. I don't know. I can tell you. I can look at the Dow right now and tell you that the Dow sold off again today, didn't it? The point was 8 out of 9 days. Yeah, I mean, it went plus 13 today, but there was more selling. So can you guys see that? Yeah, yellow. That's more selling. That means for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight outflow days for the Dow. 8 out of the last 10 days outflow for the Dow. That's not a good thing for the S Dow. Now, what you have on your side is the law of averages. What if there's an inflow day on Monday? If there's an inflow day on the Monday, the Dow will go up 150 points, 200 points. These energy stocks that I mentioned, First Solar, Canadian Solar, NEO, Plug, they'll all go up. Airplanes will go up. Carnival will go up. Now, you guys were on me this morning. Carnival, they had COVID cases. What are we going to do? The stock's going to tank. Didn't Carnival finish the day green? I tell you, we buy dips. If you were averaging out, like someone came to me, I said, I would buy the July calls. I would buy the September calls. That's how I'd average out. If your options were expiring today or next week, and you want to buy more Carnival on the morning dip because it spiked hard down, we could have bought more that way. Next question, please. Anybody ask about Carnival? That would be crazy. Do I like Rolls-Royce stock? I don't even know that there was a Rolls-Royce stock. I do know they make engines, right? They make plane engines now too. Rolls. Nope, didn't want to do that. Rolls. All right, let me try another way. Rolls. Definitely losing people. People are like, oh, what do you think? Rolls-Royce holding OTC market, so it's an over-the-counter stock. Really? No, I don't like penny stocks at all. It was up 2 cents today, which is 1.24%. Who gives a crap? And if it's a penny stock, it's over-the-counter for a reason. I'm just seeing if I'm wrong. Yep, they're all penny stocks. So no, Rolls-Royce, somebody might buy them. So yeah, you might get 300% return. Not with my money. They're obviously a penny stock for a reason. They were a good company. They created good engines, and yet they're a penny stock. So it tells you that management along the way sucked. They were probably a multi-billion-dollar company. Now what are they worth? Maybe multi-million? All right, next question. I don't invest in risk. Risk versus reward. This is priceless. Yes, thank you. That's what I'm trying to deliver. I'm not trying to sell you on a stock. I'm not trying to sell you on a platform. Well, I mean, platform like something you'd buy from me. I'm trying to sell you on $3.49 a week, 50 cents a day for knowledge. Knowledge is power. If you don't have 50 cents, then how are you even watching your computer? Oh, you're at school. Okay, if you're at school and you're on some type of support and you want to reach out to me, I might take one charity case. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, next question, please. All right, OCGN. What do you like talking about poop? We mentioned how there was a sell-off, and then you guys said, well, FDA approval or whatever. I said, we don't mess with stocks like that. There was a stock this morning, ORPH or OPHR or something like that. It was off 50% this morning. Someone said, hey, what about this one? Why do you guys insist on swimming against the stream? It's 50% down. People are selling the crap out of the stock. And you're saying, do I think it's a good time? You're suggesting pieces of shit to me. Hey, Matt, do you like this piece of shit? This piece of shit's beautiful. Should we tell the group about this piece of shit? No. Why would you want to create bag holders? If something looks like poop, it's poop. Now, I'm not saying OCGN is poop. People say, you know what, that stock could double any minute. Yes, but it's beat up. So if you're beat up in stock, say you only have stock in OCGN, which I hope you only have stock. Watch episode 14. I talk about taking your stock position, which you could be down 40 or 60%. You sell it. Yes, you're selling it at $6 and change. And then you take your money you have left, you have $6,000, and you buy leap year options, January, December, because you're telling me OCGN will be $12 by then. Now, if you don't know my option strategy, I like in or at the money. I have certain option rules. They're all on my platform. $3.49. Snapshot them. I don't care. Stay a week. I guarantee if you stay a week, you're going to stay longer. Please pay this forward. Give me likes. Share this video. Share the tweet when I share the link. That would be great. Hey, Matt, Jaguar, you're down. This is perfect. This couldn't even be better. I mean, maybe this is set up. Edge Wireless. I love you, man. You're down 38%, minus $600. Episode 14. I'm going to look at Jaguar. So first of all, Jaguar is a stock that so many people pumped and dumped. I hate those gurus that pump and dump, and I would challenge any of them to go on live with me. We could debate stocks. We could debate charts. They don't. They shoot these mini videos, and then they clip them together, and then maybe they do something subliminal to get you guys to like because you guys follow them 500,000 strong. I have 2 million followers, though. That's pretty significant. All right, so I'm going to look at this chart before I lose myself. JagX. So this is Jaguar Health. We know it was up to $4. Chart doesn't look bad. There was no volume today. Absolutely no volume considering what they usually, let me see this, 10 million. So I guess there's been more volume lately. JagX, I don't know why people are actually texting me right now. I mean, obviously they don't know. Yeah, on strong inflow days, this stock will spike. So yes, it'll spike again. Now you can't watch episode 14. Why? Because Jaguar's a penny stock. So if I tell you to sell, what's left is $800 of your stock. How do I know 800? Because you're down $600 and you're down 40%. That means you have about $800 left. $800 worth of Jaguar stock. You must have what, like 450 shares. You would have to buy options. If you want to buy options, you'd have to go out to like January. If you go out to January, you could buy like the $2.50 calls for January. They're out of the money. And then when Jaguar finally spikes, now it's not going to make up your 30%, your 38%. But if Jaguar spikes 20%, your options will be worth that much more. You can make up your $600. No shit. If it spikes 38% and you normally be even, right? Normally even. If you do the swap and you buy safer options out to December or January, you'll probably be up like 70 or 80%. So watch episode 14. It's a good one. I don't know why it doesn't get 2,000 watches like some of my other videos. Episode 14, you're sitting in shit. You're stuck in shit. Get out of it. Next question. Like I'm talking about stock. If you're in bad options, there are limited things. But yesterday's episode, 37, that was priceless. Now, I don't like to say my shit's good. That was good. It's free on YouTube. You're not a platform member. You don't have to be. Episode 37, I tell you exactly how to average down with options. Now, you won't know what options play because you're not part of the platform. Just lifetime membership. You did. That's good. I think we have like 4 left then. I'm happy to see you. Isaac, you're just giving me a tip. I love it, Isaac. First of all, Isaac, I see your comments every day. Isaac is top of his game because Isaac comments that he gets max value. He's like, I'm already out of that. I'm making a comment like at 11 a.m. I'm out of this. He's like, I already went out. I already bought the dip, and I'm going to sell it again. So that dude usually has 3 trades for every one of my trades. So yes, small piles become big piles. 200 here. So here's a real quick lesson. Real quick. Percentage adds up. Here you go. I'm in a trade. I'm holding for 100%. All right. Somebody else is in the same trade. They make 20%, get off, re-enter. 30%, get off, re-enter. 20%, get off, re-enter. Guess what? I'm still holding my bag up 20%. They've made 70%. When you can day trade, it's good to get in, plan an exit for 30% instead of 100%, and then do it again. You know the market likes to do this, and if we plan ahead, we don't care. So the market spikes, we sell, we made 30%. Boom, we put our entry back in real cheap. What happens? The market takes a crap on itself at 10:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. Boom! You just got executed. What do you do when your phone beeps? You put in the sell order. What happens at 2 p.m.? The market spikes. Boom! You just made 3 trades. You're out. You made $800 today. Good job. Move on. All right, next question, please. Matt, what do I think about Xylo and Intel? You think they look good on the 1 hour? Right there, Greg, I'm going to stop you. We don't look at 1 hour charts. I mentioned it yesterday. I mentioned it today, even in this video. 1 hour charts, no. 1 day chart for direction, okay? 1 day chart so we can perfectly see the dip or the spike. Next, the 5 day chart for market directions. So I'm going to use your two examples right here. Everybody's following along. Let's do it together. We'll do Xylo real quick. Xylo, boom. I'm going to look at the 1 day chart. I'm going to look at the 5 day chart. The 5 day chart, the stock's up 1.88%. That's a bullish trade. It's up 1.88% for the week, meaning for the week it's positive, okay? And the stock's been beat up, and it looks lower. The good thing, there was demand today. Actually, I think this stock could easily pop $7 next week from 110 to 117. Now, the thing is, it could even go a little higher, maybe 126. I'm going to add it to my watch list. Thank you for that, adding Xylo. I'm going to look at Intel real quick. Now, it doesn't mean that I like Xylo because I like stocks that can actually go up 30% in like a day or two. I know it's crazy, so my options go up a lot more. Now, Xylo may be going up $7, $8. If I get the right price, meaning I get it when it's down $4, and then it goes up $7 that day. Now, at 11, that would be like a 15% move. That would be special. That would be 100% return. So I will have it on my watch list, but there's only a specific time that we're going to enter. If it gets beat up one day for no reason, boom, we're in, and then we set our price target. All right, Intel real quick. I haven't looked at Intel real long. I thought it was like $51. All right, $57. Yeah, Intel probably looks really nice. I would be more a long-term stockholder of Intel. Intel, Pentium chips. Intel's always been a great company. I bet there's Intel in my Intel course generation 7 in my laptop. There's always been an Intel. So Intel for me is more about stock. Intel for me would be if you're an older gentleman or an older woman or you're a family person and you have a 401k. You could put a ton of money, 25% of your 401k. I'd pick 4 stocks. I would pick Intel. I'd probably pick an energy stock, maybe like Chevron or Mobil. And I'd probably pick a stock like Apple or something like that. All right, so yeah, charts look good. Intel better long-term. Xylo would be a one-day play, maybe if it goes down $4 or $5 one day next week. And then we look for a $7 pop the next day. All right, next question, please. Is it smart to be able and buy and sell before and after hours? So I've told everybody before, what happens before hours and after hours is less than 1% of the day of trading, right? The volume. So before and after hours. So really to make money, you're really looking for something that just fell off a cliff for no reason. Somebody needs to sell their position and you think it's ridiculous and you're going to buy it. Or you're looking for a meme stock or something that's getting a lot of volume pre-hours, and you're looking to get in at the perfect spot at 4:15 a.m. and sell by 5:15 a.m. Now, every time I try and scalp, which I did yesterday, I actually made money scalping yesterday pre-market, and then I was a little not so smart during the market. I should have sold an extra one time and bought an extra one time, and I didn't because I was so tired. So, no, I would stay the heck away from pre-market and after hours. In fact, only one of my accounts trades stock pre-market and after hours. And every time I mention it to you guys, I tell you how it's such a rarity that I actually bought stock pre-market or after hours. It just doesn't happen. That's when you can manipulate a stock, though. If I were to manipulate a stock, I'd be buying at 8 p.m. tonight to make it look like a spike. And then Monday morning, hopefully somebody wakes up and buys the shit out of it. Next question. That's just ways to manipulate stock. All right, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. I'm going to get a soda with my pizza tonight. It's awesome. I wore my beautiful gray shirt tonight. It's freaking hot outside. You guys can't see it. Dow finished strong. You've been holding S-Dow puts for 2 days. Your average down twice. Thoughts on the Dow for Monday? Well, now that you paid for my pizza and soda, I will look at the Dow again. Now, the great thing about the Dow is every day that it's been down, which is a lot, like today was an outflow day, but yet it went up. So when I mentioned outflow days, 8 out of the last 10 days, that's a terrible sign for stock. The fact that the Dow is up over a 10-day span when people are selling it is amazing. That is so strong for the Dow. It means the one day that the Dow reverses, meaning inflow is there again for some reason. They say COVID's completely gone away or something like that over the weekend, or Biden says announcement, or every city's open again over the weekend, and the Dow stocks spike on Monday. They would spike like a ridiculous amount. So yes, it's not crazy to be holding the S-Dow puts for 2 days. You average down twice. Look for the spike of money. Oh, here's what you do. If you average down. So say you bought 4 originally, then you bought 8, and then you bought 16. So you're currently holding 24 contracts, okay? Great thing is you average down twice. Your average is pretty low. So wherever your average is, you take your average price. Let's say it's $2.10. You have 24 contracts, $2.10. You take $2.10. You say, I'm willing to make 25%, and you set your exit at $2.60. That's it. You don't even have to watch the Dow. If it spikes in the morning, the Dow goes up, yes, Dow goes down, and you sell, guess what? You've averaged down twice, and now you have 3 full positions, and you just made 25% on all of them. That's like making 100% on one position. Now you'll have 4 positions, 25%. So you'll make $250, $250, $250, $250. That's $1,000. If you made 100% on just the one position, boom, that's $1,000. Guess what? It sucks that you have to average down. But guess what? If it spikes, like I think the Dow will spike one day early next week, I'm looking for it. I need to position myself well. You'll kill it. So yeah, good thing is you have extra time. Always plan your exit. Decide to get 25%. Set your goal. Leave it alone. Watch it. Don't watch it. I don't care. Next day, do the same thing. Next question. Okay, Baba chart looking to reverse. So I know you guys. Okay, you have 550 Alibaba. Oh God. All right, episode 14 for you, Justin or Jatane. Sorry, episode 14, man. You have right there $1,200 worth that you put in. That's currently worth. I think Alibaba's like $210. Let's say. So you're currently down $30 times 50. I mean, you're down. Actually, no, you put in a lot more money. Sorry about that. Yeah, I would sell that stock, bro. If you want to invest in Alibaba, it's something I would give out at a private lesson. I would say, great, you sell your stock. It's $12,000. You're only going to get $11,000, so you're down $2,000, maybe $1,200. And you buy options. You buy leap year options in or at the money, meaning you buy an option that's $210 for December. And you put $5,000 or $10,000 into it. And when Baba rebounds, not to 240 like you need, but to 225, you're already going to be green. Instead of waiting with 50 shares for it to rebound to 240, when it goes to 225. So I don't even need to look at the stock because I've seen Alibaba. 206 to 214, not even moving. Great. Buy leap year options. Sell your $11,000 worth of stock. I can't believe you're lucky you're in stock. If you were in $12,000 worth of options, you'd be getting killed. The great thing when you're in a piece of shit stock is you can change your mind. Next question, please. Come on, we're almost at 100. Yeah, I don't think we're getting there. I'm sorry, Russ. We originally went to my first thing when I said we had 200 viewers. I would definitely tweet over this weekend. But either way, it's a win for me because we had a lot of viewers, which is great. But if we get to 220, I will tweet some lessons over the weekend. But if not, guess what? My voice sucks. I just want to sleep. I stress every weekend. Just so everybody knows, every weekend, every night, I stress because I want my platform members to make money. And it's crazy. I care about your money more than my money. I could have made more money. I don't care. I'm busy doing tweeting. I'm busy sharing and doing lessons. If it wasn't a platform, I'd be like retired right now. It's not about that. I'm about educating. So the thing is, I just worry. I stress. It's so dumb that I have to go over these lessons over and over again. But I want you guys to get it. I don't want you guys to lose money. In fact, when I give my private lessons, I always tell them, these are the 5 ways you can blow up your account. Please don't do it. None of these ways can, all these things can blow up your account. And that's the last thing I want is for someone to be making something. And here's the one thing. It's one trade that can blow up your account. So if you get nothing more than this one video, if you're feeling it in your gut that you're doing the wrong thing, one trade can blow up your account. That's it. You could be killing it 4,000 to 54,000. One of my members did. Then he blew up his account. He scare sold. He lost $28,000 in one day from 53 under 25. So maybe even more than that. And the thing is, his option went up. When he scare sold, it went back. He would have made profit. It's crazy. Oh, we're one person away from it. Hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. Send this to your friends. This is the whole thing. It's all organic. Everything I do, I give up my time. I take time away from my family. But why? Because you're playing with real money. If this was Monopoly money, I wouldn't give a shit. I would tell you, I don't care. If this was like an exercise class, like I was helping you guys work out or lose weight, I don't care. Eat everything you want. Go get a soda, get a Big Mac. That's ridiculous. This is real money. We go to work. We work long jobs. Some of you get paid $12, $14, $16 an hour. Some of you have better jobs. Maybe you're getting $40 or $50 an hour. I don't know. It doesn't matter if you're playing with $50, $100, or $500, or $500,000. I have members that have $250,000, $2 million, $16 million. All right? Those are like the scope of my membership. You don't have to have no experience, a lot of experience. $5, I mean, it's $100 at least. If you don't have $100, you probably don't want to be my member. All right, Matt, I've been waiting for Tesla, Boeing to rise. What do I think? I think Jim Cramer likes Boeing, so I probably won't even comment on Boeing, although I will. But anything Jim Cramer likes, yeah, Boeing, heavy selling. It could turn around. But again, we know airlines have been beaten up. I'd rather be in an airline play than Boeing. That's it. Rather be an airline play. United Airlines, when I was in United Airlines at $24, I told my ex-wife it would go to $48 first before Boeing went from whatever it was to $240. And I was right. United Airlines went up first, and I was correct. Now, Tesla, again, you're talking about institutions, and you're talking about the market, and you're talking about valuation. I saw some guy that said Tesla was worth $180 today, and I saw some people that like Tesla. And I know they came out with their plaid car. Guess what? It didn't do anything to the stock. I would stay away from Tesla. I would stay away from Boeing, both of them. Stay away. They're expensive stocks. They're expensive options, and they're expensive lessons. I am personally 9 wins, 2 losses versus Tesla. Tesla is dangerous. Those 2 losses were probably like 10,000, 20,000, and I thought I was going to be right. Next question, please. I think we're getting close to an hour. I think I have to wipe my head. This shit's real. I can definitely have a cigarette now. See, it's going to be really hard to stop. All right, how about this? If we get to 220, I'll stop smoking. That's a good one, too. We're 13 people away. I don't think we get more 13 people now. I mean, it's not like people will just join in. But, yeah, I'll quit smoking. I'll quit smoking tonight. We're like 11 people away. CKPT. Is that which stock is that? And someone else has to look. If we get there, somebody tell me because I'm not going to look. CKPT. Is that Checkpoint Therapeutics. Okay, we all know I hate therapeutics and biotech companies. I hate them with a passion. It shot up the other day off heavy outflow. And since it shot up the other day to heavy outflow, it's had 2 more days of outflow. Guess what's going to happen? It's probably going to have outflow another 3 days. I don't like that company. I wouldn't be in that company. It's a penny stock. It's $3, and nothing's to keep it from going back to $260. If it were $260, I might have a different opinion. I would say, okay, $260 looks to be the base. But right now it's $3, and if it goes $260, you could lose 13%. Now, if you're right about it, it doesn't look like it can go up that much. It looks like it's spiking. I would be the hell out of it, man. Don't be in that stock. That's an easy one. I would sell that stock. Next question. We hit it, Matt. I think that's a good thing. Jen, I'm so glad you're here, by the way. My base is less than 8% women, and it shouldn't be that way. It should be 20%. So please, gentlemen, tell your girlfriends, tell your wives, women are allowed to make money. Everybody's allowed to make money. Stop sharing this and being greedy. YouTube is free. Pay this forward. Share the video with someone. I'll tweet the link out later. Please share the link. I don't know, tag, I don't know, everything. Coca-Cola, Elon Musk, Tesla, this, whatever it is. Get ready to keep tweeting over the weekend and quit smoking. Really? You better got the screenshot, bro. And if you make up some shit, I don't believe it. All right, next one. That's good because I only have like 5 cigarettes left. This is perfect. I didn't want to buy a new pack. 5. I guessed. I called it again. Predictions. It's all about predictions. Okay, Novin had demand today. I bet it's selling off after hours. I don't know the stock again, but I saw that all of a sudden it had volume. And again, I think it's a biotech stock. You guys know what I think about biotech stocks. They're extremely volatile. It's like throwing money or shit at a wall, seeing if it sticks. I don't really like them, but you stuck around this long. I'm going to look it up for you because maybe one of these will pop. No, so it went to as high as $25, and then it totally crashed to like $8. So yes, a lot of gurus like to talk about stocks that used to be $25 that are 1/3 the cost. And they talk about the stocks over and over and over and over. And we all know one guy that talks about a stock. He talks about Graybug. And yes, he's finally right. Graybug Vision, I think it was $4. I think it's $7 now. So yes, that gentleman finally made 75%. And thank goodness I'm not in business with that gentleman because we do things completely different. But yes, I guess he's right over time. And I guess NOVN could go up over time. But it looks to me that it spikes, and it wouldn't surprise me if it goes back down. And it also wouldn't surprise me if it spiked to like $17, like another $3. So yeah, it could be good. It's risky. Go to a casino, play roulette, go play a lottery ticket. That's what you're doing. It's a gamble. That's why we pick stocks. We see volume and demand. So anybody that follows my platform, we know I only mentioned 2 things, volume and demand. Why this market's so great for me, volume and demand. It's a stock picker's market. Well, I have stock picker right here, stock picker. I give stocks people they haven't. XL I talked about last Friday at 874. It spiked 15%. Fisker I spoke about. It spiked. NNOX spiked. EH spiked. Tiger spiked. That's why eBay at $59. It's $67. I still have options that it's crazy. Anyway, next question. Okay, hey, lifetime member. I know you just joined today. So excited to become best $800 you ever spent. Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm glad to have you. Again, we're cutting it off. I think at like 60. Why? So I can catch up. I don't lose my voice. I give 2 lessons a day. I tweet. I'll do all this stuff. I don't want to I love educating. And anyway, I love it. It's great. Lifetime members, yes. We're having some gear. It's going to come your way. And I know Ellie's a fellow Florida. She had back surgery. I hope she's doing better. All right, next question, please. All right, Matt, thoughts on Hilton? I had 2 outflow days, and today was small. Okay, yeah, I like that you're paying attention. because you're using terms that we use. HYLN. Now, keep in mind, this is like the electric car and stuff like that. 2 million volume on a 4 million. So volume is still a real low. So that's not a good thing. I lost the stock real quick. Let me see. Okay. So I'm going to look at the 1 month. Oh, the 1 month looks really nice. Ever since it bottomed, probably like May 12th. Yeah, that seems when all the tech stocks bottomed on May 12th. It bottomed on May 12th, and it looks nice. It spiked to $13. It's up 2% today. You had two flows outflow. Actually, today was an inflow day. Yes, a small inflow day. You notice that. So check out the chart on June 4th, small inflow day. June 5th, larger inflow day. June 6th, real spike. So the good news is watch it at 10 a.m. on Monday. If Hilton, I'm going to add it to my list here. If it has an inflow day and it's only up like 5 cents or 10 cents or 20 cents, I will be buying the stock probably. And then when it has an inflow day and it goes up another $1.26, I'll be like, I'll claim victory again. I'll claim 100% day. Thank you so much, King Vic. Next question, please. And we hit an hour, so this will be the last question. There it is, Carlos. What about Airbnb? Huge upswing when IPO, then crash down. Yes, I already mentioned this. Airbnb has no value. Who knows the true value of Airbnb? And I think we talked about this, and I don't have to talk about the stock because I think it's a piece of crap. And I don't care about the chart, and I apologize that you waited this long. And if you ask me on the side and you really care about the chart, I will answer you on the side of the private Twitter platform. But Airbnb, they became public. Who claimed they were worth $48 billion or $56 billion? Billion. They rent out your room, his room, her room on the beach, not on the beach. It's illegal in Miami Beach, right? So that's crazy. All right, pay this forward. Share it with somebody. Have a good weekend. I'm out of here. I got to cook dinner. You guys are great. Love you guys. Thanks, family.